Yo, leave a like on the video for a free Stegosaurus, okay? This is not a joke or a scam. I will actually hand deliver you a free Stegosaurus. All you gotta do is leave a like. Why would I lie to you? No, but in all seriousness, welcome back, guys, to a brand new video on the goddamn internet. So today, guys, we're gonna be reacting to a video that has been highly requested in the comments, and that is a wife swap video. Now, I personally haven't watched a wife swap video in about 2 years since the last time I made a wife swap video on the channel, which I highly don't recommend that you go watch because there's just so much lore. If you're gonna watch any older video, you have to watch the Ivy May Ended My Career before you watch anything else, or it just won't make any type of sense. I had a lot of health issues going on, for those of you who had no idea. But anyways, I don't want to talk about all that stupid shit, okay? I want to talk about two people swapping wives and lives. Let's jump into the video. Puppet-a-puppet-a-pa. Play that shit.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass.
This week, the Brandon family from Florida. Shock jock husband Eric rules the home like a tyrant.
Yeah, I'm really not surprised that he's a tyrant. Look at this guy. He looks like the big boss man from WWF.
Image-obsessed wife Jessica has to put up with his constant shouting. Eric would rather play tennis than be with his 2 stepdaughters.
I swear to God, dude, it's always some motherfucker who likes tennis, man. The last time we did this, it was someone who liked hockey. We just can't get anybody fucking normal in these videos. It always blows my mind that these sports-surrounded families are so entitled to their own opinion. No one gives a single shit. It's almost like as a parent, you're supposed to be being a parent, not a warden.
And the Zamanics from Arizona. Tattooed gothic mom Jill is fascinated by death and drives her family around in a hearse.
So I've only seen like 2 episodes of this in its entirety, and for those of you who keep recommending it, who watch this thing religiously, is all this show just sports families and goth people, or did I just get lucky again? Because like genuinely, it's the same plot, but like notice how they went in detail about the fact that, oh my god, dude, she has fucking tattoos. Oh my god, she's dressing completely fucking differently. I mean, I'll give you the hearse. I mean, hearses are cool, but like an everyday shit. Imagine getting picked up from kindergarten in a fucking hearse, though. You're either talk of the town or getting bullied next week.
Rockabilly husband John spends as much time as possible with the family at the expense of earning a decent living.
So what's the problem with that? God forbid a guy wants to be a family man. I mean, I am gonna give them shit for calling him a rockabilly. He's just clearly not a rockabilly. I don't even know what a rockabilly is. Hold on one second. A high-energy 1950s fusion of country hillbilly and rhythm and blues. Yeah, I think he's just punk, dude.
And their kids have to follow their parents' alternative style of dress.
So my opinion on this has actually changed a little bit in 2 years. I still don't think that it's okay to completely force a lifestyle onto your kids no matter what it is. Because at the end of the day, your kid's supposed to be an individual and not a copy that you're living vicariously through. But at the end of the day, some of these kids don't look like they can even dress themselves, and in that case, go ahead, man. It genuinely only becomes a problem if the child doesn't want it. Anyways, I'm curious how these families are living, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip around in the video.
All is quiet in Florida because all has to be quiet in the Brandon household.
Try to be as quiet as possible because Eric is still sleeping.
Look at this stupid fuck up on screen. I can't take people who sleep with an eye mask on seriously, okay? Because they just have to be the most opinionated and insufferable people on this planet. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get bitched around a house by a person wearing a fucking sleeping mask.
Try not to bang the spoon because Eric will get upset.
Damn it, Jess! Dropping a damn spoon! Jess! Spoon!
How the hell did he hear that? This guy's got like NPC hearing in a stealth game. It's kind of funny to me that he's gonna get pissed about a woman just clanking around a spoon. Not even that loud, but you know, a cameraman walking his room is completely fine.
It's freaking harsh, man.
Oh yeah, dude, your life is so hard. I mean, you sleep in late and you get to bitch your kids around all day. Quite the life.
Just ask them to be quiet at all costs. Stop making noise.
Holy shit, guys. I mean, I think we should all be fearing it. Mr. Eric Brandon here. Eric Brandon, that's this guy's name. I swear, man, the toughest people on these shows have the pussiest names.
Do not disturb.
Oh man, I get the heebie-jeebies right now.
Shut off the blow dryer.
Okay, Eric, I'm almost done. I'm leaving now. It just sets off my day in a bad tone.
It blows my mind how many women in the world get trapped in these situations with these just pieces of shit, dude. Like, I didn't show this part, but she talked about how she has to wear rubber shoes so she doesn't make any noise. Her closet's downstairs. And meanwhile, buddy's up here like, yeah, actually, I put paper towels in my ears. I put a little cloth over my eye, and I wear my underwear over my head so I don't hear or see anything. Dude, you're a fucking loser.
After a morning of being yelled at by Eric, Jessica heads off to her job as a customer service rep.
She's in customer service as well? Okay, yeah. Nah, she's pretty much just signed herself up for failure at this point. I can't imagine a life where I'm allowing myself to be yelled at in the morning by my significant other and then going to my job where I get yelled at by random people all day long. I can't do it. And honestly, the sad truth is so many people have this life experience and then we wonder why something happens to them. Like, men specifically will treat their wife like absolute shit and then wonder why she's with somebody new secretly behind his back.
My daughters are Erin, who is 16, and Jillian, who is 11.
Is that doing some eyeliner here?
Jillian, you don't wear makeup.
Sometimes she has a problem with what I wear. My mom told me to change.
Okay, so normally I don't have an opinion on this because I feel like sometimes the parents are justified in their thinking. And like I will say, with an 11-year-old child, yes, you probably should be a little bit controlling over what they wear, but like a little bit of makeup. Like, it's not even like a full face, it's just eyeliner. Are we fucking serious? But guys, I want you to pay attention real quick to the dad, okay? Notice how Eric Brandon, he went straight to the mom. Just, oh, she's trying to wear a little bit of eyeliner. I want you to see what he does to the other daughter, though.
My mom notices everything. You know, I'd like to express myself in certain ways.
As well as being controlled by their mother, the girls have a hard time communicating with their stepfather.
This is what I do. Don't tell me what I don't do. This is what I do.
Eric has really weird views on a lot of things.
Do something for me. Go to your room and get out of my face.
Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room, okay? I wonder if some of those things that he's a little bit weird about might be the fact that she's clearly not his daughter. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want it to come off weird, but it's just an elephant in the room I feel like I have to address. Like, she's very clearly a mixed person. Now, with that being said, is he mad because the wife cheated on him or because he willingly married someone with a kid? Because either way, I feel like you shouldn't be mad at her if you're still with it. And I swear, dude, it's always the privileged white people who are the biggest pieces of shit in these shows.
The Zamanics are like any other American family, but you wouldn't know it by looking at them.
We're a pretty average family, we just look a little bizarre.
I'm gonna be completely honest, there's absolutely nothing to talk about in the Goth Family segment except for the fact that they kind of force their lifestyle on their kids, which is something that you probably shouldn't do. But outside of that, they seem like cool people who just genuinely care about their family. Again, I think they're just on the show because at the time they thought this shit was weird, even though this is, again, decades old of alternative styles. So please don't hate me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the wife swap to save time.
100-mile journey, the wives get to see where they'll be living for the next 2 weeks.
It's an old hearse. That's kind of scary.
It really ain't that fucking scary.
Wow. I feel like I'm in a haunted house.
Yeah, but at least in this haunted house, no one's gonna try to beat your ass for using a hairdryer. I think you got it pretty good.
Looks like it has a Halloween motif.
Was that an Angry Bird? Who the hell was on those vocals? Lil Wayne?
Wow, it's like immaculate. It just represents evil. I mean, they have a sofa that's a coffin.
I hope you guys are noticing which of the two types of families are the nicest ones and which ones are genuine assholes. I'm playing these in full entirety, by the way.
Family. Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their homes.
Welcome to our home. This is Eric's world, and we're just living in it. Wow, that's a really heavy first statement, okay?
Dog, you don't even know the half of it. If you say that it's not Eric's world and you don't abide by his laws, he's gonna personally beat you with a rusty nail. He's gonna give you fucking tetanus, dude.
My husband and I always say, never judge a book by its cover. I judge a book by its cover. I always have.
I'm sorry, I just don't think that you have any room to judge other people when you're willingly in a verbally abusive, toxic relationship that's ruining your mood every single day and the well-being of your family. And you're doing nothing at all to stop it. Shut up.
For a while, Jillian went through a goth girl phase, but I put an end to that. Girls should look pretty and cute, not like a devil worshiper.
See, this is the problem with airheads, okay? They just genuinely think that someone who dresses darker in clothes are a bunch of satanic worshipers. That's just not how it works at all. But I mean, you can't expect a dumbass to know shit, you know what I mean?
It's the moment of truth. The wives are about to come face to face with their new husbands and children.
How are you? It's so good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Eric, go fuck yourself, buddy. Fuck you, buddy. I'm also skipping around in the video a lot just because I don't want to spend 10 minutes on the sections none of you guys care about, if we're being real.
I'm Jessica. Nice to meet you.
This is my son, John.
Hi, how are you?
Eric?
Hi, I'm
Jill. How are you?
Hi, I'm Jillian.
And this is my daughter, Ravana.
Nice to meet you.
Alright, so it seems like the families are already getting along off of introductions, or at least masking their own emotions perfectly. I'm sure John, Jesus Christ, that's the other guy. I'm sure Eric isn't going to say anything that's going to make me want to beat him with a pool noodle.
The hair color thing. Is that like a color of the week? Or do you change it with the seasons, or, how does that work?
Eric, what's up with that fuck-ass haircut, dude? Is that part of the season, or is that just something you were born with? I'm sorry, I genuinely don't understand how the people in the world who look like this are the same people who want to judge other people. Like, you got so much more you need to focus on, buddy. Like, maybe a gym would be first.
It's usually black or red.
Black or red? I got the initial impression you're kind of a freak.
And I get the initial impression that you're kind of a bitch.
Saw the tattoos and the hair, and I said, oh man, what's up with that?
And I saw the fat and abusive version of Brad Pitt and was like, oh man, what do they have me watching right now?
It's like an evil atmosphere. It's completely opposite from what my family represents.
Please enlighten us on what exactly your family stands for and why you're so proud of it. Because from my point of view, it just looks like domestic violence. And I genuinely don't know how you can be proud of that at all.
Time for Jessica to get her freak on.
Everybody looks alike, everybody dresses alike. They speak about expressing yourself and not being mainstream, but they completely contradict themselves. They're nothing like what they preach.
You know, what's crazy is that you can use that exact sentence to describe frat houses, sorority people, even certain types of religious people that I can't say because I would get crucified by them if they found out. But I mean, let's be honest. Everybody at some point's a hypocrite. And for some reason, it's the biggest assholes in the world that think that they are, so self-righteous and not standing on top of a crystal mountain that can easily be shattered. But that's just my personal opinion.
I kind of wonder if Jillian even knows her own self, what Jillian really likes. Have you ever tried painting?
Yeah.
I really, really hope I can bring Jillian out of her shell. I want to try to give her a voice.
So clearly there's a reason why I'm not showing the quote-unquote normal people's family that often. It's because their kids are genuinely antisocial because their parents have forced them to be that way. So there's just not a lot of interesting things going on. But this has been the last 20 minutes I've been seeing is just this mom trying to break open these kids because they're afraid to express themselves. Because they probably have trauma from fat-ass Eric Cartman as a dad.
John only works a minimum of 40 hours a week. I think he's being selfish by not wanting to work extra hours to give a little bit more of an income to this household for his children.
Says the bitch who's emotionally absent from her children's lives 24/7. I think it's a lot more important to be active in your child's life rather than just providing financial security for them. Because if a child is growing up without a role model to help them express themselves in their own way, they're probably going to grow up with some problems that we are already seeing. Okay, before we end the video, I just want to look at one more clip inside of this episode where the goth mom is going to apparently confront Eric for being a piece of shit. It seemed like the highlight of the episode, so that's all I want to cover.
I heard the crashing, the screaming, the cussing.
At that point,
Here's, let me finish.
Yes, girl, clock that bitch's tea. Silence, babe. The divas are talking now.
that was a rare occurrence. I do not curse at my daughters.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to know when he's being honest.
Honestly, I don't blame you because as someone who's dealt with a lot of narcissistic people in my life, it's just a thing that happens where you don't know if you can trust them because narcissists just tend to feed off of your energy and making you feel bad for them.
I'm ashamed of that situation. I should know better. I think I'm letting my stress of my life sometimes overreact to things.
You work for a radio station where all you do is flirt with women. What stress do you have, actually? What fucking stress do you get from talking to women? Please let me know. Well, anyways, the other wife basically confronts the dad about forcing his lifestyle on the kids, much like the other family we saw. And at the end of the day, it at least seems like both parents understand that they're not really being good parents at all, and they're also not treating each other right in their relationship. Except for the Goth family, they really do seem to care about each other a lot. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot of interesting drama going on. I also just don't want to watch this video for 40 more minutes. So that's probably about all that I can take for today. But hey, if you made it this this far in today's video, today is actually your lucky day, because if you go in the comments right now and say Smarty Pants, you're actually going to be receiving 1 free bag of Smarties, like the candy. Not a Joker is scam comment right now. But all jokes aside, just going to about do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for the support of the videos and I guess the kind of comeback as well. And I'm so glad that the comments are back, because I can finally see what you guys are wanting to talk about. I'll probably leave some comment on this video that you guys can spam and go absolutely crazy on. As you know, that helps us get into the algorithm a little bit. But yeah, with all that being said, don't get anybody pregnant unless they're hot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.